the light's bad in here tonight. Hi party people. I was gonna do emotions, so maybe it's okay that the light isn't so great in here because emotions can sometimes, like moody lighting's fine for emotions, right? I'm gonna turn on a light across from me though. I don't think that helped at all. Maybe it helped a little tiny bit. So tonight, I realize that people are probably, well, some people might be getting ready for bed. Those are people in California. If you're on the East Coast, it's holy cow late, and maybe I'm helping you not sleep. So I'm thinking of my friend up in Maine. If for any reason you're awake, hey, it's good to see you. But tonight I'm going to cover, this is called the Aroma Freedom Technique. I also have a book called Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils, and I'm going to cover the Feelings Kit. So if you haven't guessed, my topic for tonight is how to use essential oils with emotions. We have them. They're big. Sometimes our kids can have really big emotions. Most of you know I work with special education, and a lot of our kids could really use some support with emotions and dealing with emotions. And there is a class that I've found recently called Supporting Our Unique Children. And one of my friends from Denver, from a long time ago, reached out to me today, and I think that would be a really good class for her and her supporting her, some people in her life. So, but okay, so I can kind of cover the Aroma Freedom Technique, but I'm going to tell you what's in the Feelings Kit first. It's a pretty neat kit, and I'm just going to give you a quick little, I'm going to tell you about that many oils tonight. In our premium starter kit, you know, comes in its own little carrying case, and the oils that I use to support emotions are Stress Away, and then lavender and Valor and Peace and Calming. So those are kit oils that support emotions, but let me just get started with all these fabulous oils. And there is a Feelings Kit protocol, so you can use them in a certain order, on certain body parts, with certain affirmations that really help process feelings. So, oh wow, I brought in a lot of oils. Oh, and so one of the first ones is forgiveness. So one of the first oils in the Feelings Kit is forgiveness. So sometimes in order to deal with really big emotions, we have to forgive so that we can move on. Another one in the Feelings Kit is called Present Time. I really like this one. It has I really love the smell of it too. And if anybody wanted to come and sit and smell and learn about the protocol, I'd be willing to sit with you and just teach you a little bit about this. Present time, so that you want to be in the present moment, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, just being in the present moment. This one also has a beautiful smell. It's called Inner Child. I really like that. So we can go back to some of those feelings we had as a child and process. So there's protocols for all this, but Inner Child, it's a really nice oil, and it can help deal with some of those past. So Inner Child may be more past, present time, present. There's a oil called Valor 2. Feelings Kit is coming with Valor nowadays. For a while, we couldn't sustainably harvest all the ingredients that were in Valor. So Young Living, because it's very conscious about how the oils are grown, harvested. They will not over harvest something. They will not put something out of extinction, and they will not jeopardize the quality of what they are using. So for a while there was a Valor 2. That's when I got my Feelings Kit, and I honestly think I won this. I think I remember winning this kit in a Facebook group. which is awesome. It's amazing to win. That's what some Facebook groups are just really fun for that kind of stuff. There's an oil called Release. I have a bigger one of this. Release. So this is another one that can help let go of some of those feelings. I'll tell you a story. I made a mistake of using this oil one time when I was going through my admin credential. And it was an all-day Saturday class. And it had to be after spring break because I think my friend had already had her baby, and her baby may have been in class with us that day. So it was post spring break. So things were looming. Once you're in March, April, you know that things are going to be due soon. And I used a little bit of this with Stress Away. And at some point in that class, the tears came and they would not stop. Like I could not pull myself together that day. I just kept crying and crying and crying. And then I realized I should not have used Release in that stressful situation when I didn't have time to process what I needed to process. I was very stressed out and very overwhelmed at the thought of getting in admin applications to places I wanted to work, getting all the work done, finishing my just regular job at the time. So it was pretty stressful, and using that oil in that moment without thinking about how it would affect me was really a wrong move. But all my classmates were so kind, and the professor was more than kind, and just realized, it's a lot. It's a lot when you're in school and going through all that stuff. So here's another one. The last one in the feelings kit is Harmony. So it's a really lovely oil as well, and I do believe I have a big one of that as well. Let me see here. That's neither here nor there, I guess. I'm going to now just name a lot of the oils I have. And I've slowly accumulated these. So you have heard me say all week that I order a monthly box of oils, and I also save up points. So when you order a monthly box of oils, you get 10% of your purchase back for the first 3 months, 20% for the next 3 months, and after a while you get 25% of your order back in points. And so you can spend those points on things you want. And so sometimes I'll put in an oil order and get a bunch of stuff I want. One of my more recent ones, and it was because I was working with the one of the protocols of emotions, I ordered 3 Wiseman and Trauma Life. Both of those are for dealing with emotions as well, and dealing with releasing. Oh, where did I put that? Here it is. Okay. So this is Aroma Freedom Technique, step by step, and I can kind of review this book in a minute. Okay, so there's another lovely oil called Hope. And sometimes what you can do is just see what's speaking to you in the morning if you never know what one you're grabbing for. Joy. Sam does really well with joy mixed with orange. Abundance. I really like putting abundance either on the crown of my head or the soles of my feet. Abundance, because I really want abundance for the job I'm working with, abundance for these children, abundance for my teachers, and sometimes I put abundance on with the intention for my oil crew. So you can set your intentions for the day. Envision is another nice oil. Believe and grounding are 2 oils that I think are really nice with our unique children who have big feelings. So I work with the moderate to severe special education population. Some of those include a therapeutic support program. And one of the moms that I've worked with, Believe is the go-to oil for sure. And she deals with her own thoughts and feelings and big feelings, right? But grounding is another one that is really nice to just bring you down into the moment. Surrender. We've talked about surrender. Again, Noah calls this the homework oil because he knows when he's having a hard time, and all of a sudden I pull it out and I put it on him. It's like he melts into submission of being willing to work with homework. So again, these are all the ones I use with emotions, and there's some that are like when you're internally dealing with them, and sometimes when you're outwardly just hoping for goodness in your life. So here's this one's called Live with Passion. That's a neat oil. There's a Magnify Your Purpose. This one's very spicy. I think there's a lot of cinnamon in that one. Into the Future. That's a neat oil. These aren't necessarily the ones you're diffusing at work because they're going to be strong. White Angelica. Now, we talked about this one again earlier, that sometimes where I have a hard time is my throat chakra gets tight and I have a hard time speaking. So if I'm good at putting White Angelica on my throat, like when I'm the parent for my own child's IEP, this is definitely a go-to for me. We have an oil called Acceptance. So maybe you know some things are going on and you just want to use that. It's all in the name, right? Energy. I've been needing more than I've been using it. I've been needing to come home and put it on. Like, I could not stop yawning on the way home from work tonight. This would have been a good one before the drive. Another one, Humility. So that might be a good one before staff meetings, right? You never know, like, what is the right oil that speaks to you in the moment. So again, here is the Aroma Freedom Technique. It's a step-by-step quick guide. It tells you, like, what's the Aroma Freedom Technique. Simple process, help designed to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Many of you have dreams, hopes, goals that you would like to achieve, yet you may feel stuck, confused, hopeless about ever reaching them. Why is this? What can you do to get moving again? So this is a book that kind of goes through set your goal or intention, listen for objections, identify the feeling, body awareness, time travel, drift to an earlier time, smell the essential oil. So you've gone through all these steps and now you pull the oil that you picked for that moment. Often frankincense, lavender, or stress away really work nicely. And again, I told you those are in the premium starter kit, so it's easy to use stuff that you're given right away from Young Living when you're just getting started to do a lot of the stuff like supporting your emotions, supporting your sleep, all those things. Then you notice the changes, put in your new belief, revisit your intention. I haven't been good at put a new affirmation. I haven't been great at this, and anchor your new reality. I keep reading and talking at the same time. So I haven't been good about doing that practice daily. If I did that for 15 days in a row, it would probably make a really big difference. But again, the ones I use to support emotions most are Believe, Valor, Peace and Calming, and Present Time and Release. Although I have a ton of different ones and I use them very intentionally in different times, I will pull them at different times, pull them for different reasons. I've slowly built this up over the last 4 or 5 years, but if you wanted a sample of something, if you wanted to smell something, at any time, if anybody's wanting to check something out before they purchase it on their own, that's okay too. So this was the emotions and essential oils. So I've gone over a lot of topics this week. I have some more ideas of what I want to share with you guys, but so last night was sleep. We've done switch and ditch with home products to get chemicals out of your life, or toxins. I guess everything's a chemical, even H2O is a chemical compound, but this is a lot of different oils to support emotions. So oils are very powerful that way. Okay, so reach out to me if you need to. Have a good night. Bye.